What's up, everybody? It's your girl Vivian, and I am back with another video. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, hello, please like, comment, subscribe, share my videos on all platforms, and don't forget to click that notification bell on the side. That'll keep you alerted anytime I upload a new video. This is a lifestyle channel, as well as my ability to share with you all my journey on Mounjaro Tirzepatide. So this is now going to be week 105 of the 12.5 of MJ, Mr. T, Mr. Tirzepatide, baby. Big Mama, Big Daddy, Mr. T. Big Mama 12.5, okay? So for those of you who are visiting this channel for the first time or watching this video for the first time, my name is Vivian. You can call me Vivi. I have been diagnosed with type 2 since September of 21. Started MJ on August 20th of 23. My starting weight was 404 pounds, A1C greater than 14. Current A1C is a 5.2, and as of right now, we're going to get into this video. So let's talk about week 104. I took my injection last Sunday, 12.5, okay? I took it above the navel. Now, I remember a time where I took it above the navel and I felt suppression that was, oh, child. But this time, I really didn't feel nothing, okay? I really didn't feel that much suppression. I did have like this weird taste, or like something was tasting too salt or whatever. I could tell something was working. Food noise was controlled. So long as I have that food noise controlled, I'm good. My starting weight was 321.4 on Sunday, and as of Wednesday, I was down to 320.8. Now, the days leading up to your next shot, you a creeper. Okay, so yeah, so that's the thing. Sunday I was 320.4, and by Wednesday I was, that's that 4-day window, I was 320.8. So hold on, because today is jab day and I forgot to weigh myself to see where I'm at for the start of the week. Hold on, just hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm forgetting about all of that. I say, wait a minute, I didn't even weigh myself this morning. And I like to weigh myself to see where I'm at for the start of the week. So this is week 105. This is jab day. So as of this morning, I am now 320.4. 320.4. Yesterday I was 321. Because when I take my shot, there's always the day that I take my shot up, that 4-day window, that's when I see a drop. And usually the days leading to the next injection, sometimes your weight kind of creeps up. Because I remember Wednesday I was 320.8. And then Thursday I got back up to 323. Because I knew it was something to eat. Then Friday I was back down to 322. It was something like that. But today, I'm 320.4. So that's my starting weight for today. Put some air on. My starting weight for today is 320.4. So, trying to get back out of them 20s, y'all. No. I got me a walking pad. My walking pad came in on Monday. I've been using it. I've been loving my walking pad. So I've been drinking my protein shakes. I've been drinking the Quest. Quest now has, and this is not a sponsored video, Quest now has the protein shakes. They have it in strawberry, the traditional flavors. Strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. I bought the strawberry one. The strawberry one is good. It has 45 grams of proteins, 4 grams of net carbs, and it's good. It took me a minute because I'm so used to Core Power. It took me a minute to get used to, and I love it. I'm about to have me one a little bit. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to drink my protein shake. So, yeah, that's that. So, we're going to start off week 105. Week 105. We're going to start off with that. And I don't know if I want to do my thigh or my stomach. I don't like my arms on 12.5. I feel like my stomach and my thighs, yeah. So I think I'm gonna do my thighs. And I got some stuff to talk about too. Y'all probably gonna get a long video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my thigh. Yeah. And I'm gonna do right here. So the alcohol wipes. I'm gonna do right here. And this is Big Mama 12.5. Okay. So y'all all know the routine. Pull a cap. Unlock. I'm gonna do it right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna wipe it and dispose it. And there's that. We are done. 12.5 left thigh, week 105. We are done with the injection part. So now I got some things to talk about. Okay. So I was on TikTok Friday, and I'm trying to see. Oh, I was trying to see if I had some residue. Now with the lip gloss or whatever. And I came across a video where this woman was in a rant about people on the Ozempic and people being big back and lazy. Not so much, she wasn't so much talking about the people that was a diabetic on it. I think from my perspective, she was really talking about, I guess she was really like looking at some people and being like, why you need it? Girl, you know you can do that. And then it was getting to the point to where she was saying, you know, her and a few others in the comment section was saying how they did it naturally. And y'all just out here injecting yourself where they did it naturally. I lost this and that natural. I did diet and exercise. Okay. And I wanted to give her some grace, okay? Because once upon a time, I was like that 20 years ago. Well, back in 2003, I was on my first weight loss journey. I was on a low-fat diet. By 2004, I was down to 120 pounds, okay? So that's natural. But at that time, I looked down on surgeries, like weight loss surgeries. I was like, they're just taking the easy way out. I used to be like that until when I started hearing those stories. The after you do the surgery, the recovery and all of that, I'm like, okay, this shit ain't easy. Like I was saying it, you know, this ain't no easy way out. And I started telling myself too, well, you know, how you know they ain't got issues like you? Like they struggle just like you. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me stop saying it. You know, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like that. Nah, I'm not, because surgery for damn sure is not an easy way out. Even taking medicine is not an easy way, y'all, because you still got to do the work. You still have to do the work. But what bothers me, because she was very angry, and then it probably was a lot of rage bait, because when I went to her page, she talked about all kind of the stuff besides that. So it might have been rage bait. But why some of y'all so concerned about what somebody is doing with their health? How they losing weight? Why y'all so concerned about that? Why? And why y'all quick to say people fat and lazy? Why? How y'all know? Like, how you know this fat person is lit? How you know that? How you know they ain't trying? You go to bed with them and you wake up with them in the morning? How you know? You with them 24/7 to know what they're doing? What help they're trying to seek? How you know somebody's fat and lazy? How you know that? You know them? You see, it's stuff like that. People say things like that, and then you don't even really know that person to be saying stuff like that. You just making an assumption, oh, that person just fat and lazy. You don't even know that person. How you know that person didn't try everything in the book? How you know for you to be saying that? How you know they're not trying? And then this natural stuff, let me tell you something. I'm a girl that did it the natural way, me too, for many years. I was on a low-fat diet. I was on a high-protein, low-carb. I was on a keto. I was on Weight Watchers. All diets have worked for me. All of them work. But it wasn't enough, because you know why? When you got underlying issues, diet and exercise is like non-existent. It makes it more harder when you got all these comorbidities. Okay? So to the people who like to say I did it naturally, yeah, me too. Congratulations, happy birthday. And thank God every day that this is all you need. Because just because you could do it don't mean everybody else can. Everybody ain't you. Okay? Everybody ain't you. Everybody's body is different. So what worked for you may not work for the next person. Same thing with surgery. What worked for this person, that surgery may not work for the next. What shot worked for this person, that shot may not work for the next. Mounjaro may work for me, may not work for you. Maybe Ozempic. But don't get up on these platforms downing people for how they losing weight. That's not your business anyway. Why the fuck you so concerned and you mad? And I mean, I was watching a video and this girl was mad. Why are you so mad about what they doing to lose weight? Why is that your concern? Why is that anybody concerned? Y'all don't know what a person got going on internally to where they may need that. They may need that surgery, or they may need that shot. Y'all don't know what's going on. And that's another reason why a lot of people don't like to share information. It's because people like y'all quick to judge. And that's another thing. Y'all tell us we need to lose weight. We lose weight, y'all find out how we did it, y'all got a problem. So which is it? What fuck you want? You want us to lose weight or not? What y'all want? Because y'all hollering how, us big people need to lose weight. Then when we lose weight and y'all find out how we lose it, oh, it's a problem. Which one you want? See what I'm saying? It's like y'all bitches on excuse my language, I don't mean to call y'all out. Y'all people are not satisfied with nothing. Y'all are just not satisfied. Y'all tell us we need to lose weight. Okay, as soon as y'all find out somebody had surgery or somebody had the Mounjaro or Zipic, oh, y'all start judging. And that's why nobody like to talk and share their journey and stuff like that. It's because y'all judgmental. That is not your concern about what somebody is doing with their body. That is not any of your concern. It's not. You don't know what that person is dealing with internally to where their doctor offered them that. Okay? So mind your business. You did it naturally. Ain't nothing wrong with doing, if diet and exercise, the key, if the only two things that work for you, congratulations, happy birthday. Thank God that's the only two things that you need. You don't need, because you don't have no issues. You know what I'm saying? And it works for you. It worked for me too in the past, but it wasn't enough because I had all underlying issues that was blocking any kind of success for me losing weight. And I've done it. Let me tell you something. 2003, 2004, I dropped 120 pounds. Okay, then gain it back. Gain it back throughout the years. 2016, I did a high protein, low carb diet. No, let's backtrack. 2008, I got on Adipex. Lost some weight. I think I lost about 30 pounds. Got off it, gained it back, and then some. 2016, I was on a high protein, low carb diet. By 2017, I dropped 80 pounds. Okay, then life happened again. Gained it all back and then some. Here come 2019, I got on Weight Watchers. By the end of the year, I was down 50 pounds. Here come 2020. What happened in 2020? Y'all remember COVID? Gaining back and then some. And who the hell wanted to worry about losing weight when COVID was around and we didn't know what the fuck this was? Who was worrying about that? So you see what I'm saying? I mean, I've been on everything and they all worked. It just wasn't enough. And then fast forward to 21, I got diagnosed type 2. I have insulin resistance. So it just wasn't enough for just dieting and exercising. It just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Okay? Before y'all get on this platform judging people for how they're doing their health and what they're doing to lose weight, zip your lip, mind your business, and that's it. Don't be quick to speak on something that you don't even fucking know. If you do your research on the medicine, you would understand that it is more than just weight loss. And in one way, I get that a lot of people think that this is a weight loss drug because y'all hear a lot of us talking about losing weight on this medicine. So it's to be expected. I can't be mad at some of y'all for thinking that because that's all y'all hear us talk about. But this medicine is not a weight loss drug. Ozempic, Mounjaro is type 2. But this medicine does more than making you lose weight. It helps with inflammation. It helps people with rheumatoid arthritis that have it bad. Once they got on this medicine, they really don't have that much issue. The flare-ups and stuff like that, once they got on this medicine. See what I'm saying? Women who have been struggling to get pregnant, who suffer with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Once they got on Mounjaro, boom, they got pregnant. They were able to get pregnant, which they had a hard time before they even got on the medicine. When they got on the medicine, that's why when I got on the medicine, I talked about being on birth control and everything. A lot of the women at that time on TikTok was telling me, Mounjaro be careful because you can get pregnant even though you're on the birth control pill. Mounjaro makes that birth control it's like it don't even work. How a lot of women done got pregnant. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? This medicine is more than just about weight loss, and I know the world hear us talk about weight loss on the meds, so a lot of people want to get on it because of the weight loss. But this medicine is more than just a weight loss. It helps regulate my A1C. Okay, because trust me, when I was off of it for almost a week and a half, almost trying to, I was trying to make myself stay off of it for almost a month, I realized I needed it because everything was bothering me. Everything. Inflammation and all. Okay. Do your research to understand why someone may be on this medication. Now, granted, they may have somebody that's on it and they ain't got no issue. That's not my business. If somebody is on it and they don't need to be on it and you know that for a fact, they ain't got no issue, that's none of my business. And that's none of yours either. Stay in your lane. Do what you got to do. Like you said, you did it naturally. Me too, sis. I did it naturally for many years. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it naturally. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with doing it naturally. I promise you, I done did it. I done had willpower and all. It takes a lot. Okay? Nothing is wrong with doing it naturally. But understand that's your body. And that worked for you. That's not going to work for the next person. Okay? It's not easy like that for the next person, especially if they have underlying issues. Okay? Stop with all this rage bait. A lot of people like to do this rage bait on social media, talking about things like that, just to try to stir up some stuff. Stop that. Because I see that when I watched the video and then when I went to her page and it's like, she really don't be talking about that. It was just that one particular video. Girl, stop. Stop that. Just stop. All that rage baiting, you yelling and barking on these apps, stop. You don't know nobody's struggle. Y'all quick to say people is fat and lazy because they either taking a shot or surgery. Stop with the rage bait. Y'all don't know what somebody is going through. Y'all don't live with them in their household to know what they're going through and stuff like that. Y'all don't know nobody's situation. Y'all don't know nobody's body. Okay? Worry about your body, what you put in and what come out. Worry about that. Okay? Stay in your lane and do what you got to do. Mind your business. That's not your business to worry about what somebody is doing with their health. Stop judging. I used to be that girl back in the day. Until when I started sitting down and listening to them stories, I was like, oh no, this ain't easy. This ain't easy at all. And this medicine ain't easy either. Let me tell you something. It's going to be 2 years next month that I've been on this medicine. And I done dropped 91 within 2 years. Okay? And that didn't happen overnight. Okay? Takes a lot. It's more than just a shot. Then she was getting mad too, saying that people were saying it's just a tool. It is a fucking tool. How you getting mad at somebody saying this is just a tool? It is. It's not a magic fix. It's a tool to just help you, to give you that push. You still, at the end of the day, you still got to do the work. You still have to do the work. You still have to exercise and eat right along with all that. You still got to drink your water and stuff like that. You can't be doing all this extra stuff and expect to just sit back and let this fix everything. This is not an end-all, fix-all. It is not. It is only a tool. And yeah, she got mad when people were saying this is a tool. It is. It's only a tool, baby. You still got to do the work. At the end of the day, no matter how you're doing it, if you're just doing diet and exercise, if you're doing keto, if you're still doing Weight Watchers, you're low fat, high protein, no matter what you're doing, surgery or MJ or Oz or Zebediah or Wegovy, no matter what you're doing, you got to put in the work. You still got to put in the work. Your health is a battle every day. It's a fight every day. No matter what route you take, you yourself still got to do the work. You can't just sit back and let all those things fix everything. And it's not. Okay? Again, this is not a weight loss drug. Weight loss on this medication is a side effect. All medicines, and I know a lot of us got common sense, and I would think that lady would have it too. All medicines have side effects. Over the counter, under the counter, in the counter, out of the counter. Every medicine, I don't care if it's Advil, I don't care if it's Aleve, I don't care if it's milk of magnesia. Every medicine has side effects. Every medicine. And on that, you gonna see the norm. Headache, nausea, vomiting, constipation, hot this, hot that. They'll tell you weight gain, weight loss. They'll tell you that. On here, the side effect is weight loss. This ain't no magic weight loss drug. It's for diabetes. But it helps with so many other things. PCOS, rheumatoid arthritis, inflammation here and there, heart. It helps with many, many things. And yeah, I was at a point, me too, back in 22 when the medicine first came out and I couldn't get the medicine and my insurance didn't cover it. They tell me to do an appeal. I did an appeal. They still denied me. It was still costing, yeah, and I was looking back and yeah, I was judgmental. I'm gonna be very transparent. I was looking at some people. I'm like, here I am. I'm obese. I got diabetes. It's hard for me to get this medicine. But I'm looking at some people who, I used to be like that. I'm not going to lie. Because I was at a point of frustration and mad. And I knew this medicine could help me way better than metformin. I'm going to tell you that. That cheap ass drug that a lot of insurance want to put you on from the start. Which they call it as step therapy. That medicine would make me sick. I would have to go run to the bathroom. My butthole would be burning from, y'all know, whoever been on metformin knows what I'm talking about. When this medicine here, I barely get any issues. If I do get an issue, it's constipation. And I know what to do with constipation, milk of magnesia. Or Mago 7. My main issue be constipation. I can count the number of times within the 2 years I've been on it. I had nausea 1 or 2 times. That was it. But my main side effects is constipation and weight loss. That's all. Weight loss is a side effect. This is not a weight loss drug. It is not. It is not. Ozempic either is not a weight loss drug. I know y'all hear us talk about weight loss a lot, but it's not a weight loss drug. Weight loss is the side effect. The side effect of taking Mounjaro or Ozempic is weight loss, constipation, nausea, vomiting, all of that, suppression, all of that. And yeah, I was at a point when I couldn't get it. Oh yeah, I was looking at some people. I was side-eyeing some people because I'm like, why is she on it? And I would never forget, but that's how I was. I was at a point of frustration until I had to humble myself. I'm like, okay, now I understand. When I started hearing some of the people on TikTok talk about how they have polycystic ovarian syndrome and how this medicine, when I start hearing all that, okay, I was like, well, okay, well, that's understandable. It's not, you can't look at somebody and be like, well, they don't need to be on that, just by looking at them. Because what look good on the outside, that doesn't mean they're good internally, in the inside. They may look good on the outside, but you don't know what issue they got internally. You know what I'm saying? So how they like to say you can't judge a book by its cover? You can't do that. And I had to humble myself real quick, and I'll be like, okay, now I understand now. I had to kind of calm my nerve. And then later on, August of 23, that's when I realized, I said, let me try this again and see. Let me see if my insurance now covers it. Because I remember the beginning of 23, they had this guy on TikTok. He was saying, check your formularies and this and that. And I was like, I done gave up at that time. I was looking into weight loss surgery. That fell through. That didn't, them people ain't never called me back with an estimate. So maybe that was a good thing. And then lo and behold, I was just sitting at my desk at work and I started thinking about this medicine in August of 23. That's when I called my insurance, and she was like, yes ma'am, it is now covered. And baby, I done called my doctor, because my doctor had been fighting for me at that time. I done called my doctor, send that script. Because baby, oh yes. And ever since then, I've been on it. So, just understand, you can't, like I said, you can't judge a book by a cover. You can't look at somebody and be like, they don't need to be doing this and they don't need to be on there because, just by how they look. You can't do that. You don't know what's going on inside to where their doctor feel like they need to have this medicine or they need to have this surgery. Okay, just understand that. I done say what I had to say on TikTok and on here. You know, y'all stop being judgmental. Y'all want us to lose, and that's another thing. Y'all quick to say fat people is lazy. We are not lazy. Okay, y'all don't know what we trying to do behind closed doors. Y'all don't know if we trying or this and that. Before y'all quick to say that, humble yourself and just watch what you say. Okay, calling fat people lazy and stuff like that. Y'all don't know what they're trying to do to help themselves. If it's a problem, then you help somebody. Then help somebody. If that's what you think, help them. Offer them help. But don't sit here and say we need to lose weight, and then when y'all find out we done had surgery or a shot or a pill, y'all got a traka. Well, that's all I got to say. I done had my rant, but humble yourself. That's all well, whoever's watching this and one of the ones that like to say diet and exercise naturally and stuff like that, humble yourself. Because what works for you, understand, that's your body. What works for you and your body ain't gonna work like that for the next. Because you don't know. You may not have nothing going on internally, but that next person do. Okay? Understand that. Y'all method, yeah, I done tried that method, me too. Yeah, it worked. But I had so much going on to where it made it harder. I understand that before y'all quick to rush to judgment, humble yourself real quick and do your research, and then you'll know why. Do your research. I tell anybody that. Before you open your mouth and rush to judgment, do your research. I don't care what toe I done stepped on. I done say what I said. Y'all stop that. Y'all stop that. I know diet and exercise is the key. But y'all don't know what somebody is dealing with in the inside that makes those two things hard. Trust me, I know. Hello, me. I know. Okay. So, that's all I got to say, y'all. I gave y'all a long video so, on this good Sunday morning. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my videos on all platforms. I appreciate all the love and the support. Again, I got those links down below in the description box if y'all want Goalie, if y'all want Seek. And y'all don't even have to buy the big bottle of Seek. Y'all can buy the packets. If y'all don't want to buy the big bottle, if y'all just want to try the packets, they got that. Y'all can try that. I think the packets is no more than $3 or $5 or something. It's anywhere between $3 to $10. The little packets, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and that what you call that, peanut lemon tea. That's not a tea to drink every night, only when you're having like issues. But you drink it at night before bed, and next day is full throttle. But yeah, I got that down below. Y'all check out those links and stuff. But yeah, this concludes week 105 of the 12.5 of MJ left thigh, and that's a wrap, y'all. I don't say what I had to say. I know somebody gonna be in their feelings, probably in their feelings too. They probably gonna saw my video on TikTok. I don't care. I don't say what I had to say, because that's not your concern about what somebody's doing. You pissed off because somebody on the shot. Whether they need to be on it or not, that's not your business. We can't control that. That's not our business. That's not our problem. Okay? Everybody grown. Everybody some adults. Adults do what they want. Okay? You ain't nobody mama. You ain't nobody nothing. You can't tell nobody what to do. Advocate for yourself. Okay? Focus on that. Alright? Come up with a plan. Show people how you did it. You say you did it naturally. Show them what you did. And don't think some people just taking the shot and not just sitting back. They got a lot of people I know that's on the shot, and they exercise day in and day out. And eat well too. See, before you get angry, and that's for anybody. Do your research. That's all you gotta do. Just do your research. That's all. Okay? Just do your research. That's all you gotta do. Before you rush to judgment. And again, like I'm gonna say, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. Because it can come back to bite you in the ass. Okay? That's why I say humble yourself. Humble yourself real quick. Alright? So, thank you guys for watching this video. And I will be back soon with many, many more to come. Bye, y'all.